YouTube, what is going on? Chris, the Journals Comics and Pop Culture, hanging out on a Friday night. And this is Friday Night Live. I have not done a Friday Night Live in a long time. Of course, I've done some lives, but getting here on a Friday has been slim pickings. Happy to be here, guys. We are talking about comic pack breaking. We have a whatnot pulled up on the screen, and I am going to go into some shows with you guys tonight. If you guys aren't already like in the shows and not caring about my perspective on the issue, because man, is it popping. But we're going to talk about these whatnot exclusive X-Men 97 comic pack breaks. And I'm gonna play I'm not even gonna call it devil's advocate. It's not even what I'm gonna call it, but I am definitely going to play into what this is, what it means for the hobby or the industry, and also my personal opinions on it. So let's take a few minutes to allow some folks to get into the stream. Again, I've not done a live stream on Friday in a long time, so just happy to be here talking about this. And if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so. GT, what's going on? We got I think I'm like 18 subscribers away from 14,000. That's been a long time coming, so I'd appreciate all you guys. If you're new here, I'm back to uploading content practically every other day at this point. Something's coming down the pipeline next weekend, hopefully Friday. I'll blast it out. I'll be doing a live stream with Swaggle Hoss. We got a lot of good things to talk about. So most likely that'll be for next week's Friday Night Live. Still, guys, if you aren't subscribed or watch a comic book canon, always got to shout out the channel, even though I haven't been a part of it consistently. But their link is in the description below, as always. Comic Book Canon weekly show every Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. What else is coming down? I did my EGS slab unboxing. I uploaded that yesterday. You guys go check that out. If you want to check out my experience with EGS, I was extremely happy. Of course, I'm getting the whole, like, I shared it. I shared my unboxing on one of the Facebook groups, and of course, I'm getting the whole, I'm getting like free books just to boost EGS for advertising. I was like, you guys want to see my invoice? So that is what it is. But that's not why we're here tonight, guys. So we're going to take a few more seconds, just let a few more people get in, and we are going to look at this comic book hack breaking phenomenon that's happening right now. Nukes, what's going on, Nukes? And yeah, I'm not in front of the camera, guys. I hope you don't mind. It is what it is at this point. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm lounging on my bed right now. Uh, I am. I have clothes on, but I just didn't want to go out in the comic book room, turn some lights on. I had a long day at work, but I still want to talk about comic books. So, with that said, I think we got enough of the intros out of the way. Let's look at whatnot, guys. We're gonna go into this comic book pack breaking, guys. If you're not familiar with this, I've been seeing it coming down my stream on Instagram for the last week. As you see, we got a lot of big whatnot sellers and YouTubers: Bryce Comics, Mellow Fellow, um, Beachside Hobbies, Macman Comic. Maybe not Macman. Who's this right here? Comics Inspiration USA. All of them are live right now doing these comic breaks. We got Beyond Wednesday. Brian is doing comic breaks. So, to my understanding, what happened was, and this is to my understanding, I'm not saying this is 100% accurate. If anybody else in the chat has complete accurate understanding, Whatnot actually gave a lot of these packages to Whatnot sellers for them to auction off for free. That's my understanding. Again, I'm not saying that that's completely true. EW, what's going on? But if you aren't familiar with what they are basically a pack of, I believe, 3 comic books designed to look like a sports cards pack or a card pack. if you go and get by Topps baseball or Panini basketball or Score football or even like Pokemon packs or any other collectible card packs, they got kind of that. If you can see right here in this image, you can really see the foil. That's what they're meant to look like, because right now, ever since COVID, and of course with the hype of whatnot, pack breaking has been a dominating force that has just been driving people mad. There's been big money put into sports cards again. Now, I just walked into a sports card shop last week, and they had 1987 Topps, 1990 Score, baseball, football. Pre-COVID, you couldn't give this stuff away. Mass-produced junk. I mean, from this era, you had, Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards, Barry Bonds rookie cards, and outside of the Upper Deck Griffey, all of these cards weren't worth more than $10 over the last 20 years. There's hardly any value there, and you can go to a Comic Con or a Sports Con, and you can see these packs selling for like 50 cents a piece. Now, good luck finding a pack for under like $5, $8, $10 a piece. And they got boxes of 1987 Topps, the most overproduced Topps ever, for like $400. It's absolutely nuts what the COVID market paired with the online live auction in the pack breaking has done to the card market. So, what are we trying to capitalize on now? That same type of market for comic books. Let's go into some of these shows. Let's go into Bryce Comics. See what's happening here. Oh, the show ended. Here you go. You guys get to see this is the packs right here. How much did the last one sell for? Random slab. It doesn't show. Let's go back to the main screen or whatnot. Let's see who's still live with some of these pack breaking streams. And we're going to go into some of them. Here we go. Mr. Weatherford is still live. Mellow Fellow. Let's go to Mellow Fellow. See what he's got cooking right now.
To me, I'm like, all right. Nemo. Nobody's pending. Why were you?
All right, so we don't got the pack breaks here.
Michael, gonna get that bronze.
Look at this though.
Jeez, Michael, you've been hanging out with me. I appreciate
it. Here they are.
TJ, salty sass.
Here they are, right here. You guys get to see them nice
right.
and clear.
They look like damn it, Miller.
And
run it and then run the comic pack, you bum.
One. And look at there's pre-bids.
I'm gonna make a
just
rule.
Said $90-something dollars. I just saw
make a rule in the comic packs that they're ship only.
Oh, right here.
For your own
$92. So we got a pre-bid on one of these packs. This is one pack for $92 for 3 comic books, and they are X-Men 97 comic books that are different variants, and they're pushing
ripping them open. Such a savage
foil variants and chrome variants.
That's your money. You want to open it? Go for it.
Limited, 1 in 100 packs. Or here we go.
If it's real, Mellow.
Listen.
I know I saw some crazy shit earlier with somebody opened them all, like preemptively opened them. Said it was because they didn't want to have any surprises if there were spine ticks. I was like, that's some crazy illogical reasoning you just came to. Like, I agree, it'd suck if foils are like spine tick or not, but after the volume being opened, clearly that's not an issue. But if you want to chat and you want to... There it is. $1 for the people. Who's going to get it?
Here we go. 112. Look at this. Here we go. There's Virgins.
Yeah, DP, but that's like
silver foil, 1 in every 1.5.
And why are you opening packs?
Why is right here. Gold foil.
So much more sealed. We got to get up in that 150, 160 zone just so I can tell you about the deal you got, dude. Were they really bad? That sucks. That sucks. All the more reason to keep them open, keep them closed forever, dude. Right? You can't use the boat theory where, like, the boat's just a boat, but the mystery prize could be anything, even a boat. Like, I don't know, man. I'm a huge advocate of sealed product. That's that center deal. This is your pack. Let me erase center
Wow.
deal on this.
How much did that end for there?
Center
147.
deal. You
I just
can
commented.
rip
What
it,
are we basing
and I'll open
value
it on
on?
camera, which is so depressingly sad.
I just commented right here.
Or you can keep the investment
The investment.
and keep it sealed, and we'll ship it to you super safe sealed.
This is nuts.
What am I basing what value on? Journos comics. I don't think I placed the value, did I? Or do you mean what am I placing perceived value of the future? The fact that I've been in collectibles for 24 years as my main source of income, and I'm still here celebrating, and that I own CBSI and I have for the past decade. So I'm not saying I'm a doctor in market trends. I'm just saying if they made doctors and PhDs for this shit, at least I'd be in the consideration. Mellow, I know my buddy Jack's like, dude, stop being Icarus. Damn it. 5 different buyer giveies tonight, you guys. Center deal, you got it sealed, my
I
friend.
said, not you. I mean, us as buyers.
What am I placing value on? I place value on this selling for 2 packs sold in my show earlier for 150. This pack show sold for 147. By my best guesstimations, the market suggests that these are 147 to 150 packs. That's what I would place the value at.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to say.
I saw other sellers sell them for like $53. I saw one seller sell it for 53, and I went, holy shit, that's really cheap. They also had 4 people in their stream. I saw other sellers on the other end sell them for $350, and I went, holy shit, that's a lot of cheddar.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's realistic either. I think tonight they're $150.
There you go. So you see what he said.
And that's the most honest answer I can give you.
Yeah, and I think that's a very honest answer. He's
not saying why they'll be worth more sealed on the fact that everyone's opening their packs and keeping packs sealed is historically proven, like real estate, to be a sound investment, as long as the real estate's. I don't know, dude. I don't know about real estate.
Right.
The packs aren't garbage, right? These packs are not garbage. These packs will forever be the first Marvel comic packs.
Okay.
All right. I have one more. I have 2 more.
Okay.
I guess, but we're gonna run them a little later.
Let's mute that right here. And let's go over. Let's look at what he was saying.
Stuff though. How about a 1 and 250?
Nutech, what's going on, man? Rob,
how about a 1 and 250 turtles? $1 start.
500 on Rob and 275 on Davis Ryder. Damn.
Jason, I think.
And Whatnot will get what they pay for them. Exactly. They will. I'll get into all this now. And I want everybody watching to understand one thing. I'm not here to like.
Getting good at this.
I'm not picking up pitchforks. I do find some humor in all
1 and 250 customer retailer,
and
$500.
That's why I put that in the title of the stream. There's some humor in it, but I'm not anti Whatnot. I'm not anti.
To buy one single copy of this book.
Thought I was coming at him like that.
I based that
on his initial response, but that's why I clarified. This is
Dr. Clint. Yeah, I know.
Listen to what he said,
and
I thought he was pretty honest because. As a Whatnot seller, in any comic book or anything selling.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm talking about with comics, but it's because I've been doing it for
a comic book value.
I've seen it done.
I recently.
I was the largest seller of Magic and Pokemon on eBay for
this guy said,
years
based
on it.
I sold X amount tonight.
Like,
and they've also.
I don't know. I'm not saying all collectibles are the same. I'm just saying like market trends are market trends, and after a little while, you're like, all right.
They were selling them.
You can start to feel what it is and what it isn't. At the end of the day, what it really mostly is. Buy what you love what you buy.
So he allowed.
I would love a $42 1 and 250
to say that.
Well, that is amazing, Dr. Clint.
Those consumers that are in these shows that are bidding these
Turkish
are bidding to what they feel like they want to pay.
Turkish.
And it's that simple.
Limited to
Now,
the country.
he did say something that could be
First print,
seen
it's smaller. You
as,
see it's
oh, well, he's
right.
pushing.
They're also on nicer
Oh, these are just
cardstock
gimmick and
paper
he's pushing.
covers.
But listen to what he said.
Virgin, 99% only place
He
to
did
get the
say
Virgin.
that, you know, those
It's not
packs that
outside of
aren't
300.
open might have
Turkish
more value
exclusive from
than
Turkey
packs
because
that
it's
are open,
Turkish.
because as
Is
an
that
unopened pack,
43?
they can be a collector item
Is
as
that
well.
43 times?
We
The
see this
shipping
with
alone out of Turkey is
the
35
3
bucks for
packs
$1,
from,
dude.
you know, the 70s.
We'll give you the pair of them
But
right
of course,
here.
I think for those at least to
Easy,
see some of what's in there,
60
we don't
bucks
know
in
which
SRP,
variants are
right?
in the unopened ones. But there's precedent to that. But then he also said these are forever going to be the first ever
These are
Marvel
gorgeous. These are real
comic
comics, dude. You can get these
packs,
slabbed. They
whatever you
grade
call them.
high. It's crazy.
And okay, there's some
Fucking A. Language
validity
mellow. Dr.
in
Clint, you
what
got
he's
another, my
saying.
friends. This is getting stupid to
But
me.
that's the thing with this. Now, is this
Dr.
a
Clint and
gimmick?
KW stacking up the deals that are really good. Both need to go get
Sorry, guys. Hold
lottery
on.
tickets.
All right, I apologize, guys. Thank you, Chris, for saying that, because I had it muted and I thought it was muted for you guys as well, but it was not. So, anyways, what I was saying was Mellow Yellow and Mellow Fellow. You know, he didn't sell you on, oh, bid these up. He just let people bid, and he said they've been bidding for 140, 150. That's what they're worth on my show, because that's what people are bidding for. He did say they were going to be, these are the first collector packs of these kind that Marvel's ever put out. Sure, that's fine. But does that hold weight for future value? Now, for those that want to argue this is a gimmick, this is Marvel and whatnot, you know, I mean, variant market. Look what it is: 40 variants, the incentive variants, the foil variants. It's all gimmicks, just like the 90s. Well, call it a gimmick or not, but anything that is marketed to sell is a gimmick. It's a marketing gimmick. Anything can be a gimmick if you want to use that lingo and that verbiage. This is absolutely a gimmick. But does that mean it's a bad thing? Companies are trying to make money, which they have every right to. Sellers are trying to make money. Whatnot's trying to make money. Is it still in some way a cool collector's item? I mean, I dig it. Some of the comics that I've seen look kind of cool. And as somebody who's collected sports cards my whole life as well, on and off, um, I I like the aesthetics of it. It's pretty cool. Now, here's where I'm kind of laughing at it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to what I said about the sports card market post COVID. There is no way that sports card values, especially going back to the 80s and the 90s over manufactured stuff, there is no way that those are going to hold the value that they're at right now. They were practically worthless before COVID, and they're going to be practically worthless again. Right now, people are riding a post-COVID high with a false perception of hype. And where does that lead us? To FOMO. FOMO, straight up. It's not going to last. But of course, we have a new innovative market right now where we can sell these things on these live auctions alongside pack breaking. And while Mellow Fellow here and some of the other people were simply auctioning off the packs, some of the sellers with these Marvel packs were indeed pack breaking. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to explain how pack breaking works, because I don't even know completely the in and outs, but it gets absolutely crazy. Money gets thrown on the table faster than, you know, at a casino in Vegas, all in hopes of getting that most limited, you know, variant. I think this is absolutely funny, because while some people may have money to blow, um, and they don't care about blowing it, they think this is a cool collector's item. It's funny because this isn't sustainable, in my humble opinion. It's not sustainable. Anybody paying $150 to, like somebody said in the chat, $500 on Rob Liefeld's show, 275. These comics aren't going to be worth that much, especially if you open them. They're not going to be worth that much. But I'm not going to sit here. This is what I'm not going to do. And this is the point that I want to make tonight. I'm not mad at Whatnot. Now, yes, I mean, this is a whole other conversation. Does Whatnot, is there a conflict of interest with Whatnot? I've talked about this in years past. And funny thing is, Whatnot sponsored me and Jeff on Comic Book Canyon before they were even known. We were one of their first sponsorships. And I'm not a Whatnot hater. I still sell on Whatnot. There's good sellers, there's bad sellers, just like any other marketplace. But Whatnot knows what they're doing. They're handing is it right that they hand these packs off to these big sellers, auctioning them off from $100 to $500 a pack, knowing that they're going to reap their money plus profits from the sales commission? Because they get like close, there's I think the 8-something% and then the 2-something% off this and that. So they're reaping their money, and then you got sellers pushing them. I'm not mad at any of them. Like I said, outside of looking at Whatnot, if you want to look at, is there a conflict of interest? That's a whole other conversation I'm not getting into right now. But like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Marvel for making these packs. I'm not mad at Whatnot for pushing them. And I'm not mad at Mellow Fellow. I'm not mad at Skeleton Keys. I'm not mad at Comic Tom. I'm not mad at Bryce Comics. I'm not mad at Brian over at Beyond Wednesday. I'm not mad at anyone. Look. If Whatnot hit me up and told me to sell some, maybe I'd be auctioning them off right now too. I'm not mad because the only people that I'm laughing at, if I am laughing, are the people that are FOMOing out, spending $500, $300 on one of these packs, for them to not even be able to sell them for a quarter of that in a few months from now or a couple years from now. For those that pay the money to buy these things and in a year from now talk about how they were burned by gimmicks. That's what I'm not going to do. Because guess what? Get that money. Get that money, Whatnot. Get that money, Marvel. Get that money, Whatnot sellers, YouTubers. I'm not mad at them at all. Because the joke's on you. You being anybody that wants to FOMO out and drop all this money on these and then feel like an idiot afterwards, because the promise of these having lasting, long-term collectible value or any type of investment value ends up not being there. That is the only thing that I will say on this issue. I'm getting flashbacks of the early 90s gimmicky build up to the crash. I'm conditioned mentally to avoid FOMO. I wonder how many of the buyers bought them because they are truly collectors and have no intention of ever selling them. All right, EW brings up a good point too, because remember what Mellow Fellow said? He said, this is the first time that Marvel's done anything like this. You could buy one of these packs and never open it and own a little bit of piece of history. Now, what kind of history are floppy comic books right now in 2024? What kind of history are they? Is there even any history there? These are underproduced books of stories that most people aren't really into, and don't get me wrong, there's some good stories out there. It's not the golden age, the silver age, or even the bronze or copper age of comic books anymore. What are we holding on to? Where's the nostalgia? But I don't know. There could be collectible value just in that nostalgia. So maybe there are collectibles that say, look, Maybe these things won't be worth a lot of money in the future or any money at all, but I'm willing to drop $100 in one of these packs just because I want to own it. I mean, does a kid go to a Toys R Us or Target and see a Transformer toy that's selling for $35 and save up his allowance and buy that Transformer toy for $35, thinking that he's gonna, have a return on his investment in 5 to 10 or 20 years? No. He says, I'm willing to spend 35 of my hard-earned dollars on this toy because this toy means something to me. I just think it's cool. I want to play with it, or I want to collect it and just put it on my shelf because I love Transformers. Some of these people spending money might be thinking like that, and that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, right? But there are those out there that truly believe. And when you think about the people that go into these bigger screens and are spending upwards of $350 to $500 on it, you got to think that these people might be assumptively the people that are actually thinking that they are FOMOing out, thinking that this is going to be an investment item. And that's where it gets scary. But look, I mean, to each their own. And I ain't going to tell nobody how to spend their money. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to spend mine and what I will do and what I won't do. And that's where it begins and ends. With me, I'm good. I'm good. Now, if I could buy one of these packs for maybe like 20 to 30 bucks, maybe I would just because I think they're kind of cool. I would not spend more than $10 comics, 3 comics per pack. Nope, even the $30 seems too high. I'd spend closer to the 20. That's just me. With no care of future value, just because it is kind of a new thing that we never seen in comic books. But I mean, again, get your money. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not going to be one of these, pitchfork mafia folks that I'm here for the real comic book community. And I'm going on my Instagram, hiding behind a screen, making mockeries of all these sellers that are damned to whatnot, down with whatnot, like, death to whatnot. Because it's all gimmicks and it's a big, you know, uh, manipulation scheme and all this stuff. Like, I ain't gonna be one of those. Y'all are corny as hell. Get off of it. Hey, more power to these people selling these and getting that money. Davis Ryder selling them for $350. Get that money, boy. Get that money. But for me, you proceed with caution. And I think the number one, if I can wrap this up in a bow, folks, the number one thing to be wary about with these is the fact that they're mimicking the car market right now. And the car market, in my humble opinion, and there's a lot of folks in this community, even Brian with on Wednesday. I might have a conversation with him sometime soon about where he thinks the future of the car market's going to be with these live auctions and the pack breaking. NEO, cars and collectibles. He is an extremely knowledgeable sports cars collector. I've had a couple of conversations with him recently about the car market. That's my only concern with these. Oh, well, not my only. That's my biggest concern. We shouldn't, if I had to speak for us, we shouldn't look at this market if this keeps happening. It's something that is truly going to hold long-term value because even what Mellow Fellow said, this is the first time they did this. And hey, that there may be something there long-term, or who knows, collectible. But if they keep doing this, if we keep getting more editions or, more packs issued from Marvel, and maybe even DC gets into the game, it's going to become watered down and it's going to become a normal thing. It's a normal thing, just like, almonds and peanuts on the nut shelf in every grocery store. And then that waters down the market. If these things aren't some rare thing that is just one-time thing where it's this big collector's item. So I would be very careful with that if I was you guys trying to spend money on this because you think it is going to be an investment. There is a good way to where people can invest in comics, but you have to be smart, and it's not every comic. Like I always say, 90+% of comics lose value when you drive them off the lot. They lose value once you purchase them off the shelf. Even your Bronze Age and Copper Age books that you paid 30 to 60 to 75 cents for, you sell them for $3-4 now. Back issue bin, you think you're making a profit? Not really, because you got to consider inflation. You might be breaking even. You know, in terms of investment wise. Now, sure, maybe you bought them for 15 cents a piece because you didn't buy a collection. But are they truly an investment, or are you simply selling them for a profit because you paid under sticker price and now you're just reselling them for sticker price calculated to inflation? Think about it. Think about that. So I'm going to end the stream, guys. Just a quick little, Friday Night Live to address this issue here. Thank you guys who were hanging out. And again, just to sum it up, I'm not mad at Whatnot. I'm not mad at Marvel. I'm not mad at the sellers. I actually think I laugh because it's such a smart thing. This is such a smart gimmick. It is. It's an amazingly smart marketing gimmick. And they are cashing in. And I can't hate free market capitalism. Not at all. And if you're buying these and you got extra money in your pocket and you just want your hands on them for a collector's item, good for you. But if you're buying these and dropping hundreds because you think you're going to make money off of them, 2 words: good luck. Thank you guys for watching tonight. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday evening and a happy and safe weekend. Go Niners. Until next time.